Thank you all for taking your seat so quickly. My name's Laura Archuleta, and I'm the President and CEO of Jamboree. And I'm just excited to be here today to celebrate and mark this groundbreaking event. Huntington Beach Seniors is the newest housing development between Jamboree and the City of Huntington Beach that supports lower income seniors here in this community. I'm thrilled every time we break ground on a new community. It's really, people are surprised because this will take a little over a year to construct, but it's years in the making to get to this point, right? This is so many from the city side, and we'll hear a little bit more about that, and then from the funding side and from my team side. So the groundbreaking, as I used to say, you get to the groundbreaking and then you can kind of let go. But that is not the case because construction is tough, and our QDCI folks will tell you, as well as what's been going on and what we've had to build through with the pandemic and cost increase and rate increases and everything else that can hit you during that time. So Huntington Beach Seniors is actually a story that started in 2007 when Jamboree partnered with the City of Huntington Beach to convert and renovate 19 homes in the Oakview neighborhood into housing to serve low-income and vulnerable families. I wish I could say we have completely renovated and changed that neighborhood. We haven't yet, but I still think that that should be a goal for us at Jamboree and for the Huntington Beach leadership and the community, because and my poor marketing team, of course, she didn't write any of this. I'm just throwing it in because I think, but that community, right, needs focus and attention, and we can do it. We can create change there. And of course, when redevelopment went away many moons ago, and for you youngsters, we did have redevelopment, and we had good tools with redevelopment. Tools will be coming back. We see that up at the state, and I think we'll be able to address some more of the needs in that community. But 4 short years after we got involved in the Oakview neighborhood, we worked with the City of Huntington Beach to acquire the 164 senior unit property called Emerald Cove, right here in Huntington Beach. And that had been a property that the city built, and some of you know this history. The city built it and then oversaw it. But as you know, if you're an elected official, it's really difficult to raise rents on your seniors, right? And they come out and they oppose. And so it had been a property where rents had not been raised for years. Investment had not been brought back into that community. And so very creatively, under, of course, Michael Massey, our Chief Development Officer's wisdom, we went forward with a financing plan that slowly, upon turnover, increased rents so that we could support investment into that property. So now this type of partnership with the city has allowed us renovation, modernization, and accessibility improvements to Emerald Cove while keeping it affordable for seniors right here in your community. So seniors, lots of talk and questions from the media and the folks about senior housing. We haven't done a whole lot in the last few years at Jamboree. There's not funding up at the state, as much funding for senior housing, but of course there is a huge need. And we want to be building senior housing where folks who have raised their family, they're ready to sell their home to a new young family and buyer, right? So creating flow as my new catchword, right? Flow on the freeway of housing, so that you can move from your single family home into a senior housing unit and still be close to your family and kids that grew up in this community, right? That's the goal. Again, it's about serving the people who are here, making sure that there is this full spectrum of housing opportunities. The rapid aging of our population has often been referred to as the silver tsunami, with millions of boomer generations approaching retirement. Although it's not necessarily silver, because we can color our hair, we know that. But for some, or you can go silver, whatever works for you, right? It's whatever works. We see this in California, where our 65 plus population is rapidly expanding and is projected to grow to 8.6 million by 2030, right? So just 8 years away. In response to this growth, California has created the Master Plan for Aging, which serves as a blueprint for communities looking to build environments that promote healthy aging. The goal of the Master Plan is to make California a place where everyone can age with dignity and independence. Central to the dignity and independence is well-planned, high-quality, affordable housing. Housing just like Huntington Beach seniors. As a new construction housing development, Huntington Beach Seniors is not only adding to the overall supply of housing in our communities, but it is also a creative infill development, right? Very creative on this site, challenging the notion that some communities are simply built out, right? You could say this, that Huntington Beach has a lot of young kids growing up here who want to live here, so where do the seniors go again? So it does challenge that comment and that pushback about being built out. So it fits into the community vision here, enhances the economic performance, functionality, and beauty of the area. In fact, this is one of the first projects approved in the updated Beach and Edinger Corridor Specific Plan. So again, the city being proactive, right, and taking measures to make this happen. With a modern beach craftsman style architecture, the 4-story residential building of 1-bedroom apartments will integrate with the architectural fabric of the surrounding community. The property will feature 3,800 square feet for their community space for on-site property management, supportive and resident services, a computer lab and library, plus meeting rooms and common areas for resident activities, as well as a 2,300 square foot outdoor courtyard and small pet park for their pets. There will always be challenges when it comes to building affordable housing, but those challenges are never greater than Jamboree's creativity and commitment to the communities we partner with. And our team right now has been working on some really challenging entitlements throughout California, especially when we're building permanent supportive housing. But again, as I told them in our last get-together, is we build on our successes and we have to have confidence in our ability to overcome that opposition. And although this development here did not receive severe opposition like some of those we're facing now in other parts of the state, we have the ability, and again, keep your confidence, keep your energy and your focus and your commitment high, because again, we have a proven track record in overcoming opposition. With our partners, we seek opportunities, we overcome these obstacles, and the outcome is better housing with services. Together we change lives and we strengthen communities. Huntington Beach seniors would not have been possible without the leadership and commitment from the City of Huntington Beach, which is why it is my pleasure to introduce a champion for housing solutions, a champion for Jamboree, a big Laura Archuleta supporter. I just don't know what I did to deserve her. The City of Huntington Beach Mayor, Barbara Delgleize.
Well, good morning, everyone. Yes, I brought the sunshine. I needed to turn it down a little bit, though, right? It's a little hot there. So glad to see the sun. It's just picked up a lot of people's smiles. So I'm so glad to see all of you here. This is very near and dear to my heart, not just because I love seniors, but I am one too. You know? But senior housing is so important. It's so very important. And before I get on my soapbox, I guess, I would like to introduce some of the other elected officials that are here. And right now I have Council Member Natalie Moser and Council Member Rhonda Bolton. Sorry, Rhonda, I couldn't see you there. And Jack Dew from Andrew Doe's office. And Supervisor Katrina Foley. Welcome, Katrina, and thank you for always coming and supporting our events. So I would like to say, I know you already know who I am, so I don't need to tell you again, but we want to keep our seniors happy and healthy and active and thriving. And having this new housing community in Huntington Beach will make and help many seniors stay in place and have a secure place to call home. For those who don't know where you are, Beach Boulevard, and we have right here 5 Points Shopping Center. And so the great thing about this location, one, you can't even see it from the street. Two, Denny's is close by. I heard they have great grilled cheese sandwiches there. And in all seriousness, I happen to be one of those folks who did see what Jamboree Housing did to Emerald Cove. And, Laura kind of just, blew it off a little bit. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it is beautiful. And it's kind of you talk about a hidden secret. It's, just to find it is kind of challenging. But this is one of the things I say, and then I'll have Laura come back up. But see these photos over here? Now, would you say it's an accurate analogy to say, gosh, they look like retail condos? You're supposed to shake your heads, yes, yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, you've made my day. I think one of the things that Jamboree does best is the quality and the just the ambiance of their developments. It's just wonderful. And so you can proudly sit here and enjoy this together and know that you're welcoming a beautiful project to your city, and that our seniors will thrive and be healthy and wealthy too, because they'll have lots of friends. So I'm going to have Laura come back up. Thank you, Laura. And yes, I do treasure. Maybe what I'll do at this time is give you your proclamation. Huh? This is to Laura Archuleta for Jamboree Housing for our new supportive housing senior groundbreaking. And I can't say it enough, but let me just leave you with this. See how we are back here? This lot is kind of weird. It's sort of set up like an L. And so many of our properties along Beach Boulevard are like that. They're so deep you can't even see Beach Boulevard from the other end of the lot. So those are some of the challenges we have, and sometimes there's 3 and 5 owners. But Jamboree Housing knows how to work that out, right? So there you go. Back to you. Oh, you bet.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, I probably did just skate over the improvements at Emerald Cove, and I think that's probably because I just am so used to our team doing a great job. So I just expect, right, and this is a downside probably of my leadership at Jamboree, but I just expect these wonderful developments that are beautiful and high quality, but a lot goes into it. So thank you, Mayor, for pointing out what a good job we're doing, and for being such a willing and innovative and eager partner with Jamboree. In these developments, it takes more than just the city and more than just Jamboree. It does take the county that you're working in. So here, the County of Orange, they play a critical role in coordinating multiple funding sources and ensuring that these developments are aligned across the region, right? Because people don't just stay in their one city. It is regional. So while the supervisor for this district, Andrew Doe, could not be with us today, we are pleased to have a member of his staff who has some remarks. So I'd like to invite Jack Dew, Supervisor Andrew Doe's district representative, to the podium.
Thank you, Laura. Good morning, everyone. I was sharing with folks earlier today that a lot of times these groundbreakings are much more exciting than the actual grand openings themselves. And the reason for that is this is the culmination of all of our efforts, and that we can make these things happen. We need so much more affordable housing, and this is a great step forward. I'm happy to represent Supervisor Andrew Doe and celebrate the groundbreaking of Huntington Beach Seniors, a new construction housing community for low-income seniors. The county is honored to our city partners like Huntington Beach and development of affordable housing with a variety of financial resources. Thank you to the city for your partnership, and congratulations on the groundbreaking today. The county has committed $3.6 million in Mental Health Services Funding Act as part of the 33 project-based housing choice vouchers to facilitate this development. Permanent supportive housing units for this development is part of the overall housing funding strategy to develop 2,700 housing units by 2025. Providing affordable housing for our seniors is the most effective way that we can support our residents as they age in place and is in line with the County Master Plan on Aging, which seeks to create support for Orange County residents that are over 65. We are grateful for this development and partners such as Jamboree Housing, who understand the importance of high-quality development, and we're certain Huntington Beach seniors will be a beautiful development and inspiring other cities to follow suit. With that, I'd like to congratulate Jamboree Housing and offer a certificate of recognition to, of course, to Laura.
Always a little tricky on a construction site, right? Walking around. So thank you so much for those comments and for being here today representing the supervisor. We really appreciate it. At this time, I just want to take a few moments to recognize some of our partners and the folks that made this development happen. Of course, everyone at the City of Huntington Beach, the city staff, the elected officials, appointed officials, Ursula and her team. It really is about people. We know this, right? It's not just them. It's not just them, it's the actual people. So we really appreciate your commitment to this development. USA Property Fund. So Darren Bobrowski's here. Darren, yeah. So USA Property Funds actually found this site. So they had the creative mind to say, hey, something could happen here. And then they brought Jamboree in. And so we really appreciate you entrusting us with this site to make it happen. They are staying in as a joint venture partner on this, and we just really appreciate them having the confidence and believing in Jamboree to get this development happen, to make it happen. The County of Orange, right? Julia Bidwell and her whole team, as well as all of the different departments at the County of Orange that work together to make these developments happen, the Housing Authority, the Healthcare Agency, and so on. Our tax credit investor on this development is Lument. So Lument, thank you for your investment and for buying the credits. And US Bank, our construction and permanent financing partner. US Bank has been a long time partner of Jamboree. I think we've done 23 to 25 developments with them, and they continue to stand by us even as they've expanded so much since we first started working with them. California Department of Housing and Community Development, up over HCD, they're here in the state of California, as well as the often forgotten, because their money comes through our cities and counties, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. HUD does play a role in these properties. So I do want to thank the Jamboree Housing Corporation Board. We have our board chair, David Wood, as well as other board members. If you could stand up or wave, Mark. Might have, yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment to this property, your willingness to risk money on it, and support the staff as we plowed through to make this project happen. This last year, as you know, there were some extraordinary circumstances. We had to take a lot of risk on our development deals, and so we thank you for that commitment. For everyone here in the audience today, we appreciate your part in making Huntington Beach seniors a reality. We appreciate your continued support, along with our board of directors, our advisory board, of our staff. The development team worked extremely hard to make this development happen. Michael Massey, the Chief Development Officer, oversees both parts, QDCI, the construction company, Thomas and his team who are building it, as well as the development team that works together to put together the financing and get the entitlements and make it happen. So again, under extraordinary circumstances. So thank you for getting us to this point. Huntington Beach seniors will serve as an example of what we can do when we truly collaborate and work to ensure that one day every person will live in a strong, healthy, sustainable community. I'd like to throw in a just community. We're working on that at Jamboree, and so you may see soon an expansion of our vision that talks a little bit more about justice and just, but that's really what we're doing here. It is all tied into social justice, and so we're committed to staying on our mission and our focus. For those of you with circles on your name tag, please join me here at the podium after we'll do some groundbreaking photos. And I hope every single one of you makes it out to the grand opening. So keep an eye out for that invite in just over a year. All right? Thank you. It's all about flow, as I say, and I think for Huntington Beach this is just a win-win development, and I think housing, full spectrum of housing for all income levels, is a win for everyone.
So incredible to see that all of those efforts to make sure that these things happen are fruitful, and though they take time, if we put in the effort and we really reach out to the community and the right partners, good things happen.
We are passionate about housing here in Huntington Beach, and we really do want our seniors to be safe, comfortable, and this is going to be such a great spot for them.